Welcome back again. Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. So today we wanna try to solve this challenge lab, implement cloud security fundamentals on Google Clouds. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let me connect on the Cloud Console, Google Cloud Console here. Okay, so let's wait for this one. Yeah, I'm already connected, so great. So what the challenge asks about? So in this challenge we are given a scenario, blah blah blah. Okay, yes, in this topic I think what should we learn is to create a custom security role, create a service account, and bind a security role to a service account. After that, also create a private Kubernetes engine cluster in the customer subnet and deploy an application to a private Kubernetes engine cluster. So let's go just to start a new role as a junior member of a security team for the Orca team. Okay, and the challenge first, you must be access to deploy, configure, and test a new Kubernetes engine cluster. Okay. The cluster must deploy using a dedicated service account with yep with the least privilege required. Okay, must deploy. This is all the requirement for the challenge. Okay, from previous. Okay, we need this information. The Kubernetes engine also private cluster must be deployed to the Orca subnet. Okay, I will just give you all this information in variable to set up my environment. Okay, so this is the subnet. So subnet. This is my subnet name. I will just put this information in my notes. Also from a previous project, you know that the minimum permission required by the service account that is specified for a Kubernetes engine cluster is covered by this. Okay, 3. So we wanna write this in our YAML file. So okay, from this is all the role, this role build, this role. Okay. From previous project, you know that the minimum permission required by the service account that is specified for a Kubernetes engine cluster is covered by this role. Okay. Now this role are specified in okay. So you must bind the above role to the service account used by cluster as well. So in our YAML file, we will just update our when we create a file, we will just update. We will just put this information inside here. So I will also copy this one and yeah, I need also once you have created the new private cluster, you must test that is correctly configured by connecting to it from the jump host. Okay, let's say that this one here. I will try to yeah also put this as information here. So jump host, this is our jump host name. After that, we have email subnet. I think I already done with subnet management. Subnet management zone. Okay, after the subnet management, we have internal IP, cloud credential. We have this zone here. This is the zone we wanna build. So let me put also here zone. region and zone. So this is the zone. So this is the zone, region. Okay, after that, so after that, your first task is to create a custom security role. Your first task is to create a custom security role. Yeah, I'm security role. Call it. Okay, which is a security role. I need this also. Security role. Let's call put this here. So and that will provide the Google Cloud Storage bucket and object permission required to be able to create an update storage account. Okay. I have jump server. I have also a subnet build or car build subnet. Yes, the subnet name and the cluster name. So this is our cluster name here. We just take this information cluster name here. The cluster name, the service account. I need this also. After the service account, a customer, yeah, this is a customer role service. I already have this, so that's okay. And jump server central and VPC name. I don't know if VPC is here. Okay, so that's okay. Maybe yeah. Near future you need this. So let's build this one. But consider this information for this one. Let's go to and activate the cloud shell. Let's try this one. So I'm in the cloud shell now. Okay, for this I will just update all this information I just take. Yeah, security role. Let me increase the size here. Yeah, size. Yeah, I think this one size test. Okay. I think that is okay. Customer, I will as well customer security role and cluster name and subnet name, gem host name, region and zone. Okay, let's enter this one. So after that, what we will do, we want to create custom security role. So we can just let's say Google Google Cloud. Yeah, let's say G Cloud config set compute zone. My variable zone. Yep. And we will create a file localhost and pull all the information we took here. Yep, this one. So I will just put this on. Yep. So this is my This is my role definition in YAML file. Permission, all the objects we just get here, update, list, get, in create, and bucket, also get bucket done. So let's okay, I think it's okay. Yep. Now I create security role. I define all my role in the YAML file. What I will do now is just to execute the Cloud KMS command to create the custom security role objects. Okay, let's now try to create this one. Okay, yeah, we say Cloud KMS role create custom role in the variable custom role project. This is our project ID. So on execute on this YAML file role definition, you can just click down and let's just wait. Yeah, well, that's okay now. So what we will do now is to create the second task. Yes, we just finished to create the custom security role, so let's test this one. Yep, so let's create a service account now. So your service account, your second task is to create a dedicated service account that will be used as the service account for your new private cluster. You must name it service accounts. Yeah, I think we have already take service accounts here, so let's try to build this one. Okay, thanks to, so if we will do the same on the service account, so just bear with me. Okay, so let's go to the cloud console. Yeah, it's the same command, just change that service account and call the variable service account, and you can name by yourself your service account like this. Yeah, that's okay. You can trust that if it is okay. Let's try. Yep. Now task 3 is to bind a custom security role to a service account. So you must now bind the, okay, I think that yeah, some great command here we have to do. So we have to bind the EIM policy, use the EIM policy command to bind the custom security role to a service account. Okay, so we have to, so we know all the role here. So yeah, inputs we just describe where all defined yeah, this all defined role monitoring viewers, metric writer, log metrics. So we'll buy adverse. Okay, so let's try do this one. For the first one, for the viewer in the shell, can just put this command here. So cloud project CIM policy binding, you can call the IG project and member service account. Also try to call the service account and the role for the viewer. Yep, after that you can do for the two last and for the project. So Yeah, so that's great. Let test that if it is okay now. Let go. Yep, that's three, no? Yeah, yeah, I think it is okay. So now, for the task 4 is to create a configure new Kubernetes engine private cluster. So for this one, we use cluster name, we set cluster must set B coordinate. Okay, we are already this, and the cluster must be deployed to the subnode or bit. Okay, the cluster must be configured. Yeah, and the plaza and the private cluster option enabled. This one, okay. On the cluster is configured, you must add the internal IP address to the OK jump host. Okay, so for the task 4, 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 let's see. Let's go to the cloud console. Okay, and now what we'll do here is to create and configure a new Kubernetes engine private cluster. Okay, for this one, I need to create a VPC. I will just call my VPC here, and that's what it is. OK build VPC. Okay, and for this, now let's try to use a G cloud container cluster to create our cluster name based on our cluster name and yeah, the IP. Okay, like this one. Did we give the IP? Yep. No. So I can choose by myself. So like go. Okay. So cloud container cluster create cluster name, number of node one, master, IP address. You can change also if you know the IP address, and yeah, always information given by the instruction here. Enable master authorized network, enable IP alias, enable private node, and enable private endpoint must be enabled. Okay, so just execute this one. Okay. Oh, yep. We just add also the service account. Yep. Yeah, I think it's okay now. Let's execute this one. And it will take some moment. So let's wait. Creating the cluster OK in yep. After that, after creating and configuring the cluster, we will deploy the cluster. This will be the last chain, the last task, I think. Yeah. So let's just wait. We take some time, so I will just wait. Great. So the cluster has been created and configured. So this is our cluster. This is our cluster created. So machine type, master version, location. You can see the zone also. Okay, this is the cluster we create. So first now let's try to see if everything is okay. Let's try to check out this one. Yeah, so everything is okay. it's working fine right now. So at the end of the video, maybe I will just put all that command on the description. Maybe you will try to see, try to look at yourself also. So after that, the task 4 is to deploy an application to a private Kubernetes engine cluster. For this one, yeah, you have a simple test application that can be deployed to any cluster to quickly test that basic container deployment functionality is working. Okay, so make sure to, yeah, you must configure the environment so that you can deploy this simple demo to a new cluster using the gem-host server. Okay, so we have to go to the gem-host server. So for this one, let's go to the cloud shell here. So okay, let's connect via SSH. Okay, to a gem-host. Yep. Okay, I'm connect now to the gem-host. This is my gem-host. Okay, so what I will do now, yep, let me set up the zone here. Also the cube. Yeah, before, okay, let after execute this command, yes, you say that which is needed to be continued to be sure. Okay, no entry generated for the cluster. Okay, let's continue now on this. So we try now to install the, yeah, GKE. So let install this command. Yep, and yeah, it's okay. So after that, we create now deployment Elo server. Okay, so for this one, let's do this one. I think let's size medium. Yep. Okay, you create this. So let's expose now. How to create deployment. Let's expose this one. Yep. I think it's okay now. Cube set cube get deployment. Yeah, basis of a deployment. Elo server is running. Yeah. So this is our deployment is now running. So you can just try to, yep, let's try to confirm this. It should be okay now. That's great. So everything is okay now. So now congratulations. That's all you have to do for this one. Yeah, it's not really hard. Thank you guys. Yeah, and let's end with lab one.